following is a presentation of TFNN.
So let's go to Rick in Longwood. Rick, thanks for holding. Thanks for calling in.
Well, thanks for taking my call this morning, Steve. And you're right, it is a beautiful morning.
Oh, man, it's a beautiful. That's why we live in Florida.
Yeah, it sure is. And, I'm one of your subscribers to your alert service.
Yes, thank you.
And, thank you. I'm one of your very satisfied customers because you're making me money.
I love
That's the bottom line.
I love it. I love it. I hope you're a moon lover. I hope you're a moon lover, too, Rick.
Live at TFNN, The Trader's Edge, with your host, Steve Rhodes.
And he's picked out a landing spot that is a good 25 feet above the hull.
There's a good chance he doesn't get this inside the Marco's ball.
Well, here it comes. Oh, my goodness. Have you seen anything like that? This guy's pretty good.
Now, the author of Mastering Probability, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, money masters and treasure hunters out there. Welcome. I'm Steve Rhodes, host of The Trader's Edge. Thanks so much for joining us. And for the next hour, I promise to provide you with the best guidance, protection, and care for your money, your spirit, and your soul. Folks, I hope you had a great weekend. This is a fabulous Monday, off to the start of a great week. And folks, you can be watching us live on our new video stream on TigerTV. You can watch it on your phone, on your iPod, your iPhone, your iDevice, your Google phone. And if you haven't downloaded the new link, if you will, just simply go to the homepage of TFNN.com, and you'll see in the right-hand corner, you'll see a button that basically says, click here, and you'll be able to get our new video stream. It absolutely is incredible, the technology that we've got here, and always trying to deliver to you, the best content with the devices that you've got. Right now, you've got the futures up. We'll take a look at that. Right now, you've got the Dow futures up about 150. You've got the S&Ps up 17. NASDAQ futures up 31. We'll take a look at what that is doing. We'll take a look at the currency markets. You've got the dollar index, King Dollar down 23 cents. And, folks, you absolutely have an amazing power within yourself. And that power, it's so strong. I love to be able to watch sports on television and meet and talk to, listeners like yourself or my clients. And what I know about that power, folks, is that it creates amazing results. And it does it in every aspect of your life. And when it comes to playing the money game, what I know is your potential is unlimited. Quite frankly, when it comes to playing any game out there, your potential is unlimited. And you're absolutely in the right place, here at TFNN, and now is the time to destroy whatever limiting beliefs that you have, because that is the only thing that gets in the way of you achieving your real potential. It's called your limiting beliefs, and what we're all about here is we're all about destroying them, because the only question you have to answer is this: when now is the right time for you to play the money game? When now, folks? When now is the right time for you to play the money game? Because money masters, what money masters know, folks, is that the worst economy is our best friend. It is absolutely the best friend because the markets go up and down. Economies, if you take a look at them over the history, they go up and down. They're just simply breathing patterns. And so a bad economy is absolutely our best friend. It's our best friend from a money game perspective. And so I want to be able to teach you how to play the money game. That's what it's all about. You can always give me a call, 877-927-6648. And, I take a look at if the money game is if the worst economy is our best friend, then what's the best economy? What's the best economy then, folks? I call that the icing on our cake. So either way, whichever way the market is going, we have the ability to be able to make money. And money masters, you know what they do, folks? They make their cake, they bake their cake, and they eat it too. And that's really what it's all about. And I want to be able to teach you how to make money with your investments. I want to help you destroy those fears that you've got. If you rode the market all the way down from 2007 to 2009. Now you've ridden it back up and you're really not sure what to do. Or maybe you jumped out because you just simply didn't trust the markets. You didn't trust what was out there. The reality is, it was you didn't trust yourself. And that's really what it's all about. When I talk about being under the care and the guidance, folks, it is all about being able to help you to recreate that trust within inside you. Because when you have that trust, folks, you absolutely have unstoppable success. When you don't have trust in yourself, you know, that is what is one of your limiting belief structures. So we're here to blow that apart. And what I want you to know is that these markets, they produce non-random patterns. If you're looking at my screen right now, one of the things that you are seeing, folks, is you are seeing, you know, a beautiful set of colorful Gartley and butterfly patterns out there. And I want to be able to teach you this because these are patterns, these are non-random patterns, and they simply exist in almost any, not every, but in almost any ETF, stock, index that is tradable out there. And so I want to be able to teach you that because if you aren't playing the money game, folks, the question, what was the question? Then when now is the right time for you to start playing? Because time is slipping away, and you don't want to do that if you are on your way to financial fortune, you know. And if you believe for 1 second, that you've got limitations, then I'm here to tell you that is 100% BS. That's right, you heard it, 100% before Steve. Okay, because now what I can do, folks, is I can teach you, because before Steve, maybe that was acceptable. But that BS, it's no longer, folks. We're going to go ahead. We're going to obliterate everything, all of your limitations, so that you can go live the life that you want, so that you can put your money to work. That's what it's all about here at TFNN, and we're going to go play the money game. Now, Friday's show seemed to hit home with so many listeners. I received more emails, more calls than almost any show that I have done, and which was really wonderful. And I really want to thank, you know, whenever, you know, I know how busy each of us are out there, and whenever anybody takes a little time to go ahead and write to me, you know, I realize that they're taking time out of their busy day. Most of us, you know, it's not a matter of a lack of money that we don't have. It's really a matter of a lack of time that we don't have. Because if you've got time, I can teach you how to make money. That's what we're all about here at TFNN. And so our discussion, you know, I had to go back and think about, you know, what was it that kind of hit that beautiful nerve, if you will, on Friday discussion. And part of it was about the importance of modeling and the standards that we set for ourselves. In the game of life, folks, the game of money comes down to, really should be coming down to manifesting that which you want in your life. And there's only two ways. We talked about there's only two ways to achieve anything that you want in life. Those two ways, again, you can either do it on your own, where you're doing it by trial and error, you're figuring everything out, and you're learning from it. And that's how most of us got to where we're at. Some of us, along the way, realize that there's a second way to get what you want in life, and that second way is called modeling. And the question is, which one of those do you believe is faster? For those of you that have done it, you already know the answer to that. And which one is less painful? For those of you that have done it, you know the answer. And which one will make you more money? When we're playing the money game, what you want to be able to do is you want to be able to model those folks that are successful at being able to teach, and you want to replicate that. You want to replicate that within yourself, or you want to bring them on board on your team, but and let them help you also go out there and fish and do that so that you can do things on your own. But if you're trying to get from A to Z in Ferrari speed, folks, then what you want to be able to do is go find folks to model. Now, let me ask you a question. What makes one person better than another? What makes, person A better than person B? Is the difference in people, is the difference, what's the difference in their performance? Is it the difference in the final result that they get? Is there a difference in the final outcome? Does it boil down to, do you think it boils down to just skill? Do you think that the difference in people, the difference in performance, the difference in one person's outcome versus the next all boils down to skill, yes or no? No. Of course it doesn't boil down to skill. Each of us have seen so many people with unbelievable skill sets get wiped out, get absolutely crushed. Whether it's an athlete, whether it's a person in business, whether it's somebody that had less skill. How many of you have seen this happen in your life? You know, we watched it happen to Tiger Woods. So I'll bring up Tiger. Simply that was part of the intro of the show that we did. This week he is seems to be back on a winning track, you know, even though it's a limited field, and, you know, had a, but he was able to close. If you watched him on hole 17 and 18 yesterday, playing at one of my favorite courses, Sherwood Country Club, got an eagle on hole number 10 out there. I love that place. That is an incredible golf course, an incredible clubhouse, but that's getting off track here. And so we watched somebody with incredible skill implode, right? Tiger Woods absolutely imploded 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, in essence, to the week, off by a week or so. And he was pretty skillful, wasn't he? Now, what about Wayne Huizenga? How about Wayne Huizenga? You guys remember, Wayne? He's down here in Florida. And remember Wayne, he started a company or invested in a company called Blockbuster Video. How many of you out there remember Blockbuster Video? Did we watch, and Wayne's a skillful guy. He's made all kinds of money, owns all kinds of sports franchises, But did we watch him in one segment of his life? Did we watch that implode? We absolutely did. We're watching it happen to Rim. We're watching it happen to Netflix. How about Herman Cain? I watched it happen time and time again to Greg Norman. So it's not just skill, folks, that makes a difference between one person and the next person. What is it that makes that difference? What is it, folks? You know what it is. It's belief. It's trust. It's heart. Wayne Gretzky, he's also a member out at Sherwood Country Club. He lives off, I think it's hole 13, right up there on the nice big house on the left-hand side. And Gretzky, folks, the great one, right? We all know Gretzky. He was not the fastest skater. He was not the strongest skater. He was not the quickest skater. You know what his advantage was? And this is so cool to be able to tie this into trading. Do you know what his advantage was, folks? His advantage was this. He didn't skate to where the puck was. He skated to where the puck was going. It's documented. That's, this is a fact. If you ask Wayne Gretzky what made him the great one, he was anticipating where the puck was going. That is what you're looking at on my screen here. That's what pattern recognition is all about, anticipating where the market is going. You see, if that is what made the difference in Wayne Gretzky, understanding pattern recognition, that too is within inside you. I absolutely know that we can teach that to you. I'm all about educating my clients, you, anybody that's out there listening, because you too are the great one. That's why I know the amazing power that you've got within your side, folks. See, Money Masters, what we call that pattern recognition. And the question is, how do you know where you're going unless where you know where you're coming from? Well, that's the beautiful thing when we take a look at what's going on inside any pattern that's out there. Right now, what you're seeing here, you're seeing the ES Mini that is at a Gartley sell pattern. You're seeing it come right into today. You're seeing it coming right into a bearish engulfing on the 120-minute chart, folks. And you can see it's hold off a little bit since we've been on the air. 877-927-6648. We'll go take a spin around the world when we get right back.
Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be at the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investment Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Hi, folks. Steve Rhodes here. Tom O'Brien and I need your help. Together, let's change the cash for gold industry once and for all. Now is the time to unleash the game changer, and that's you, folks. We've all seen the power of viral marketing. It's overthrown dictators, and now it's time to rid the thieves in this cash for gold industry. Together, we can change this industry in a heartbeat. You know about our industry-leading payouts, our free tools, our video valuation, and the education that we provide to help folks value their jewelry. Tom and I are experts and the industry's most trusted team. Please join us now by spreading the word to your entire email list. We'll pay you 5% of the total payout, which on average would be $50 per transaction. 100 transactions is $5,000 in your pocket. We'd rather put our marketing dollars in your pocket and more money in your referrals pocket. Go to TigerMetalExchange.com and click on the Become a Partner button to join our team. Let's start a revolution, folks. We can't do it without you. TigerMetalExchange.com, the only click you need to make.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to TFNN.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
Give the gift of silver this holiday season. TFNN and Great Panther Silver want to give you the gift of silver. From now until December 30th, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only, and one lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins that we will mail to whomever you desire. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks, just a simple drawing, allowing you to give the gift of silver this holiday season. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Don't forget, you can test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
It absolutely is, folks. Welcome back. 877-927-6648. You know, before we went to break, we were talking about the great one. And you know, at TFNN, we've got the great one, and that's Basil Chapman. And Basil Chapman tomorrow is doing a live webinar. Live webinar, folks. That's where the real pavement hits the metal hits the road, or whatever that saying expression is. Because you know, if I ask you, if I could show you patterns that work 70% of the time, and in order to get to those patterns, because you know what you're looking at is you're looking at it in advance where it is that the market's going to go to. And then all of a sudden the market opens up, because this has happened to each of you out there. I know it does. The market opens up and it hits, in essence, the price target range that you're looking for. And then you start questioning yourself, should you take that trade? And yet the day before, the night before, the week before, you line things up and you said, here's what I'm looking for. I mean, all you have to do is just dive down a little bit deeper and take a look at maybe, you know, a shorter term time frame and look for something that's going on. But what happens is you don't have the trust. You see, Wayne Gretzky, he had the trust in himself, the belief in himself that he knew where the puck was going. That's what pattern recognition is all about. That's what Basil Chapman teaches. And folks, if you are looking to take your life to, you know, you're looking for a higher standard, then go sign up for Basil's live webinar, because all day while the markets are going on, that's when you really want to be learning. That's when you want to be training. So go check that out on the homepage of TFNN.com. Let's go to our first caller. Let's go to Phil in Boston. Phil, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding.
Happy holidays, man.
Well, thank you. Same to you.
Your family, everybody out there.
Appreciate that.
In speaking with the phrase of the day, it's always right to know where the puck is going.
It is, baby. You know, you can score a lot of goals that way, can't you?
Yes, you can. In 2008, if all these people remember, I predicted that the dollar was going to move up and gold was going to move up with it. Dollar went from 70 up to, I believe it was 88 or 89, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And gold went right with it. Gold went from 800 to well, today it's about 1750.
Well, give us your prediction today, man.
Okay. My prediction today is that we're heading for a major failure in this dollar index right now.
Okay.
Probably somewhere around somewhere into the first quarter of 2012. Looks like it's headed for a possible major failure. All right. And how we come out of this is going to be the key. How low we go on this dollar.
Yeah.
And we haven't broken 70 yet. We've never broken 70. So,
okay.
We've tested like 3 or 4 times 70. We never broke it.
Right.
Okay, and this one might be the time that you're going to break the 70.
So give me your thought process behind, why you think that now is when we're going to have the major failure. What is it that's going to, have people flee out of the dollar into? Is it other currencies? Is it the euro that they're going to go into, or the pound?
It's certainly not the euro. I mean, I can't say that they're going to run into the euro or the yen or whatever, but I mean, we're dealing with a dollar index that's comprised of whatever they want to put in it in any given day.
No. It's set. It's comprised first primarily of the euro. That is the biggest piece of the dollar index. And you've got between the euro, the pound, and the yen and the Canadian dollar. You've basically got you've got 92% of the dollar index. So all you really got to do is you got to take a look at what's going on inside those currencies.
Right.
Which is, and most folks don't understand that's the makeup. I know that you do.
Some of those currencies are strong, like the Canadian dollar, and right now the euro is pretty weak.
It is, absolutely.
Right? The euro's gone from over 145 down to it's 134 or something right now. Is that right? I haven't looked at it today.
Yeah.
But I would expect probably, since the euro is is one of the most weighted, is the heaviest weighted thing. It would have to be that the euro would move up.
Yeah. So exactly. In order for the dollar index to go down, there's no question that the currency that's got to be able to move up is got to be the euro. But let me ask you before the music comes on, Phil, if you could take all your currency in dollars that you've got in the bank or any place else, would you want to go and hold euros right now?
I probably want to hold silver and gold.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I mean, I like that too. But you wouldn't want to hold euros, and so I think
I wouldn't want to hold. I don't trust any of them. If the euro is in fact stronger than the dollar, it doesn't mean it's a better currency than the dollar. It just means on that particular day that the euro's got more juice underneath it. That's all.
You got it. Hey, Phil, thanks for sharing. I appreciate it. When we get back, folks, the market are going to open. We'll go see what they're going to do right now. You get the Dow futures up 172. We'll be right back.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Homeowners, did you know a burglar could break into your home and get away in just 5 minutes? A locked door may not be enough to keep a thief out of your home. Think about what you can lose, and then think about this. Now you can get a free security system monitored by ADT, the leader in home security. Pick up your phone now and get free hardware, free medical and fire alert, and free activation. It's an $850 value. Just call Protect Your Home, your authorized ADT dealer, at 1-800-949-8207. You'll get 24-hour protection, and there's no cost for parts or activation. So call now about a free security system monitored by ADT. Call 1-800-949-8207. $99 installation charge. 36-month monitoring agreement at $35.99 a month. Call for terms and conditions to this offer and protect your home license numbers. Call now. 1-800-949-8207. That's 1-800-949-8207.
Did you know that the price of gold is up over 24% this year, while the GDX, the Market Vectors Gold Miners ETF, is actually down 1.4% this year? Not all gold stocks are created equal, and not all gold stocks move with the price of gold. In October, Tom O'Brien recommended a buy of FCX in his gold report, and only 6 trading days later advised his clients to close the position, profiting almost 22% in this one trade. During the same 6 trading days, the price of gold was barely up 5%. Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives investors the inside edge they need to profit in this gold market. Each Monday morning, Tom issues a gold market update at around 9:30 a.m., then issues a full report each Tuesday afternoon. For as low as $75 per month, you can gain access to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. To order your gold report with a free 30-day trial subscription, log on to TFNN.com today or call 877-518-9190.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
To the races. You've got the Dow up 153, up 1.28%. Actually leading the pack right now. You got the S&P up 1.4%. Right behind it, you got the small caps up just went up to 1.5%. So the S&P's up 18 points right now. Composite up 32 points. You got the small caps, the Russell 2000 up 10. You've got the dollar index down 39 ticks. Gold trading down 790. You've got silver up 21 cents. Platinum is down $9. You've got light sweet crude trading up $1.28. And, Phil was talking about the dollar index. And so you might want to write this down. The dollar index, folks, it's a weighted basket of currencies. You've got 6 currencies that are inside there, and the primary focus, as Phil and I were talking, really needs to be on the euro to understand where the dollar is going, because that's almost 59% of the weighting structure inside the dollar index. And you've got the Japanese yen that's right behind it at about 12.5%. You've got the pound sterling almost 12%. Then the Canadian dollar is 9%. And then the other 2 currencies that are in there, the Swedish krona and the Swiss franc, each with about 4%. I can give you the exact numbers, but if you just use those, that is going to give you. And so to understand where the dollar index is going, all you've got to really do is go over and take a look at what's going on, I say, inside the 3 or 4 primary currencies like we talked about, the euro, the yen, the pound, and the Canadian dollar. We'll go ahead and take a look at that. Right now, you got the Dow's up 164. And so if we go take a look at the currencies, so let's go take a look at those 4 currencies out there. And first we'll start with the euro, and I've got the euro, should have the euro pop up here on my screen in just a moment. And the euro, what I'm going to pop up on my screen is a 30-minute chart. That's assuming that, let me try it this way here. So much going on with the new video stream. Here we go. So I've got the 30-minute chart up on my screen, and let's go ahead and get rid of it. What you can see here is the euro has made this just a little bit above a 0.618 retracement this morning. Now, in the last 30 minutes session, you had a pretty decent-sized bar coming into that area. If we take a look at ABCs, you can see it was only a 0.382 retracement off of the low at 11:30 on Friday's session. So what do we know about ABC patterns? What we know is if you make just a 0.382 retracement on your B to C area, that's going to be more than a 1-to-1 A to B equals C to D oftentimes. Well, the 1 to 1.272 in the euro takes it to 134.7, which is where the euro closed out the session. It's where it's trading right now. If we go take a look at our Fibonacci retracement tool, from the high at 9 a.m. on Friday, shortly, that was during, again, we're looking at a 30-minute spike, so the high actually came in within a few minutes, if you will, after the jobs number. That thing was spiked up there before that sold off, if you will, because folks were saying, you know what, I don't want to go home with euros over the weekend. And that's really my point. That was really my question of Phil was, if you could have, if the genie were able to come down, if I could be that genie and say, I tell you what, the real measure of how weak or strong the dollar is from a currency standpoint, right now today, would you want to hold euros? Or would you have wanted to hold euros over the weekend? And most folks, with the instability that's going on over there, would say, no. What we want, folks, is we want to go home with this. We want to go home with King Dollar. That's what we want to go home with. We don't want to go home with euros. I'm going to have to find a euro picture, if you will. But, we don't want to go home with euros. Now, what's happening on the 30-minute chart? What you're setting up here is you're setting up a Gartley sell signal, if you will. Because the 618 was right in this area here. You're right inside that range. You're at a 1 to 1.272. A to B equals C to D. You will often do that. That's kind of like your first target range when you've only had a 0.382 retracement. That's your ABC, folks. And, I love doing this show. I love being here with you. Hope you had a great weekend. I know I did. We'll be back in just a few.
Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Give the gift of silver. This holiday season, TFNN and Great Panther Silver want to give you the gift of silver. From now until December 30th, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only, and one lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins that we will mail to whomever you desire. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks, just a simple drawing, allowing you to give the gift of silver this holiday season. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, author of Mastering Probabilities, a daily investment and trading newsletter, and teacher of The Money Game. Studies show that 3 out of 5 people are afraid for their life in trading these markets, and the number one reason given is fear of loss. Look, fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and the money game proves it. Lesson number 1, don't risk more than 1% of your trading capital on any trade. Why, you ask? Because 35 trades in a row where you risk 50 cents and make $1 are all you need to double your trading capital, versus the 230 losing trades in a row you would need to bring your balance to $100. Let me teach you more about the money game risk-free for 30 days. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, for your 30-day risk-free trial. You were born to be a money master, and I'll teach you how. Hi folks, Steve Rhodes here. Tom O'Brien and I need your help. Together, let's change the cash for gold industry once and for all. Now is the time to unleash the game changer, and that's you folks. We've all seen the power of viral marketing. It's overthrown dictators, and now it's time to rid the thieves in this cash for gold industry. Together, we can change this industry in a heartbeat. You know about our industry-leading payouts, our free tools, our video valuation, and the education that we provide to help folks value their jewelry. Tom and I are experts and the industry's most trusted team. Please join us now by spreading the word to your entire email list. We'll pay you 5% of the total payout, which on average would be $50 per transaction. 100 transactions is $5,000 in your pocket. We'd rather put our marketing dollars in your pocket and more money in your referrals pocket. Go to TigerMetalExchange.com and click on the Become a Partner button to join our team. Let's start a revolution, folks. We can't do it without you. TigerMetalExchange.com, the only click you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by South American Silver Corporation. For more information, just click the South American Silver Corporation banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. You get the Dow up 133, S&P's up 15, the composite up 26, small cap up 9. And what we're looking at on my screen here is we're looking at the correlation between the S&P futures contract and King Dollar, if you will. And what I've got, the blue line here is the U.S. dollar index, and it's inverted. It's inverted so that it's easier for your eyes to be able to correlate the correlation between the dollar index and what's going on in our marketplace. And so therefore, and they're all on different scales, so don't worry about whether the lines are supposed to line up higher than another or what have you, because you've got the S&P right now trading out at 1260, which you've got on the dollar index. The dollar index is trading out at 78. So you can see that on a chart, there's no way, the scales are different. What you want to be paying attention to is you want to be paying attention to the up and down moves. This is a 5-minute chart, and this will help you to understand the correlation that really does exist between the currencies, right? Because the dollar index, as we said, it's a basket of currencies. It's a basket of currencies, the euro, the yen, the pound, the Canadian dollar, and 2 other smaller currencies out there that we really don't pay that much attention to. And so when you understand, the question is, what's the dog and what's the tail? Well, it's really simple. In the currency market, you've got $4 trillion plus that are going to trade on a daily basis. And on the U.S. markets, if you take a look at the New York Stock Exchange, you've got, maybe, I think it's around $380 billion. So which one's the dog? Which one's the tail? Which one is leading the market? Is it the stock market that's leading the currency market, or is it the currency market that's leading the stock market? No question that the currency market is the dog in the hunt here. And so what you really want to be able to understand is you want to understand what's going on inside the currency market, because that'll help you to understand what's going on inside the general market that you're trading. This correlation is in effect. This chart here shows it. It's almost tick for tick. In this case here, if you see the blue line going up, what that's telling you is you're seeing the U.S. dollar index get weaker. And therefore, if the dollar index is getting weaker, you're seeing the red line go up. You're seeing the markets getting stronger. What I do is I use this to find time periods when the correlation seems to evaporate. And what I know is that the big dog is the currency marketplace. So where would I put my money if I see something come unglued, if you will, unhinged, if you will? I put my money on what's going on inside the currency marketplace. Now, Phil talked about, and I'm a technical trader. That, to me, is the most fundamental thing that you can learn how to do, is understand what the charts are saying, because then what that means is you don't have to pay attention to what's going on in the news media, and I don't even have to pay attention to what my own personal beliefs are, because my beliefs can just simply be shaped by what's going on inside the marketplace. So if we take a look at the dollar index out here, and I'm not here to say whether Phil's if Phil's his projection, thank you, is right or wrong. All I want to do is take a look at what's going on inside the U.S. dollar index and see what the traders are communicating to us. And the traders, what I love about trading is I love these different candle formations, these different patterns that are out there. Because these patterns, because they go back thousands of years. So they go back, 3,000 years when the Japanese were using these candlestick patterns when they were trading rice. Rice was their currency back then. Farming, that was the currency, if you will, thousands of years ago. And these candle pattern formations have lasted over that lifetime. And so you want to be able to have this as one of the items inside your toolbox. That's why, at this stage, until I see some other candle formation, some other break of the trend, something else from a pattern standpoint, because I like Wayne Gretzky. I like the mere fact that how do you know where you're going to, unless where you know where you're coming from, that you're skating to where the puck is going to go. You're going to go ahead and skate. You're going to go ahead and invest and trade to where the market is going to go. And so if you believe that the currency is the big dog out there, that's what's really moving the markets. And this isn't my interpretation. This is what the markets are telling us. That's what the stock charts are telling us. Then what you want to do is you want to understand what's going on inside the currencies. Well, if we just take a look at the dollar index, you will see that the dollar index, when we made the low here, we did this, the most recent low was at October 27th area when the market moved down. That wasn't the all-time low out there or the low of the last year, but just simply taking a look at the new trading pattern that we're in, because I know that's what you're interested in. We made this Three Rivers Morning Star, which is in a big, wide-ranging bar candle as we came out on October 31st with regard to the U.S. dollar index. We have started this channel, if you will, that you can see. We're in this rising trend channel here, and if you are bullish the dollar, it is almost implausible to be bullish the markets. It just doesn't correlate, and that's what you want to be able to look for as a correlation. When the dollar index pulled back, so the dollar index in the two-day trading session went from a low of $75, went all the way up to $77.84, almost $78 dollars, moved a little bit sideways, came back, created another strong bullish engulfing candle on November the 9th, a thing of beauty. What does the dollar index do? It makes an A to B equals C to D that finished out right here. If I draw that on my chart, what you'll see in this A to B pattern here, if I just simply come down to that area, you will see that the A to B equals C to D completed almost exactly. 79.74 was the completion of that pattern. 79.88 was the high of that session. What we know is when you do an A to B equals C to D, you do something else, right? You pull back or you move sideways. What did the dollar index do? The dollar index has done just that. And when we take a look at patterns that are out there, I would take this over here, my charts the way that they work. The last bullish engulfing candle that we had after the dollar pulled back, guess when that was, folks? That was this past Friday. So now we've got another very important, bullish engulfing candle. You can see that the dollar index here is right down in what I'll call, a support line, because there was this Three Rivers evening star. We had a morning star session back here when the dollar index really started moving up in this channel line. We had a Three Rivers evening star. What you want to understand about patterns is that when patterns fail, they're giving you plenty of information. This Three Rivers area should have acted as a real significant resistance line. And when we broke through it, how did we break through it? Well, if you look at the November 23rd time frame, you did it with a wide range bar. All that we're doing is coming back and we're testing that area, which now resistance, folks, turns into support. You got the dollar index trading out at 78.35. This thing is in a strong move upward. Strong move upward, folks. 877-927-6648. King Dollar is around for a while.
Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
As Tom says, go long America. Now you can join TFNN and Barnes & Noble to keep money in your community. Purchase Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, your ultimate trading mastery system, before December 31st from your local Barnes & Noble store. And you will be given access to not just one, but two exceptional archived courses. Tiger Scaling, the Tiger Butterfly, and Gartley. The Art of Timing the Trade is more than just a book. It's an educational journey that will help you understand the Wall Street greed cycle and learn how to recognize profit from genuine price moves. So, for the cost of just under $30, you will receive in excess of $300 in trading education from Tom O'Brien, TFNN, and Barnes & Noble. And you will be helping to support an important local business, your local bookstore. If you do not have a Barnes & Noble in your community, then go to your local bookstore. We'll be sure to work with them to keep your purchase local. So let's support support our local businesses, keep money in your community, and get a great education. But be sure to act now, because you have until December 31st to take advantage of this opportunity. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio. Therefore, we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the Opening Call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his Opening Call, which I find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on stocks. I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I very, very strongly support the use of his Opening Call.
To find out more about Basil Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the Opening Call, a $64 value, visit TFNN.com today.
Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed, with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes as they teach you the art of mastering money when it comes to your trading and investing. The Money Masters, next on TFNN.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Welcome back, folks. Boy, time absolutely flies around here, and absolutely stay tuned, because after this, we've got Tom and I doing the Money Master Show. Then we've got Basil Chapman. He's going to hit it out of the park. And then after Basil, you've got Larry Pesavento, then David White from 3 to 4, and Tom will take it home from 4 to 6. An absolutely fantastic lineup. And, you know, what I've got up on my screen right now, you got the Dow up 150, and what I've got is the U.S. dollar index. And, you know, it's important just to understand, you know, maybe the longer-term perspective. And I just simply go back to, you know, my belief system is what is it that the charts are telling me. And that's an easy way to be able to trade. It's the most fundamental way. And right now what I've got up on the screen is the weekly U.S. dollar index chart. And you can see going back up here that it was in a huge downtrend, you know, going back to the June 10th time frame of 2010, the high in the dollar index up there being in the 89 range, and you know, not, you know, the high during this let me see here, come on, where's my screen here? And so what you can see is, you can see the U.S. dollar index in this downtrend channel here, and when it broke out really in September of this year, and you can see we have now started this new rising trend that we've got out here. And until we break out of this, folks, you know, this is where, and you can see right now we're trading in the upper half of this range. And these markets, they breathe in and out, you know, and we follow the patterns to help us with our trading. And so that's on the weekly chart here in the dollar index. If we go quickly, take a look around the world, see what we've got going on over here. If we take a look at the DAX, that's what's going to pop up on my screen. And on the DAX chart here, what you can see is we're trading in between the 618 and the 786 retracements, going back to the October 28th high that was made out there at 64.30, all the way down to the low that the DAX made on November 25th, 2011. And when you take a look at your retracement tooler, how about that, folks? When you take a look at your retracement ruler, what you will see is that we came crushing through the 382 and the 618 with this wide range bar. When you do that, that suggests that what you're going to do is you're going to go test that 0.786, that next level that is up there. And you can see that we're just kind of like in nowhere's land. We're still right in the middle here. And, you know, it doesn't have the strength. Look at the strength that it had to be able to get up and cut through that 382 and 618. And right now it just continues to lose strength. This is just simply, these candles are telling you that it's, you know, it's almost a draw, if you will. In this session here, it was as if these two sessions, as if the bears, you know, had a little bit of leverage. In this today's session, maybe the bulls have just a little bit, but there's indecision going on when we take a look at what's going on inside the DAX. If we go take a look at the FTSE here, we'll take a look at the FTSE. Again, the FTSE's behaving much more normally, if you will. We had this Gartley buy pattern that was formed on November 25th. That was, you know, Black Friday, if you will, in the trading session. So created a nice 0.786 retracement, a nice Gartley buy. When you came up through the 0.382 area, you did that on November 30th. You had this wide range bar that tells you you're going to go up to that 0.786, right? The 0.786 on the FTSE looks like it's about 5603. What did it do today? Got to 5602.80. Gotta love this stuff. So its work is done. The 0.786 retracement is done. There's nothing crazy about the candle that's here. You know, it's tested its area. We had Asia you had the Shanghai was down 28 points. The Hang Seng was up 139. The Nikkei up 52 points in the overnight trading. If we go take a look, let's look at the ETF structure here. And I think I've got 5-minute charts up here on my screen. Let's see what kind of conviction or volume, if anything, is behind this move here this morning, this additional gap up. And what you can see is here you can take a look at Friday's close. You had on the small caps 2 million shares when we gapped up this morning. You've done it on 899,000 shares, then 657, then 562. 610. Folks, stick around. Tom and I will be right back. About 8 minutes. Thanks for being here this morning. Talk to you soon.
Hi, folks. Steve